We're here today to talk about nutrition, so thinking about nutrition and hydration and what tips you can do to get involved in your training and for race day itself. Nutrition is actually one of those things that everybody thinks that they'll know all about, but it's one of the biggest mistakes that people make for running as well. So what I suggest that you do is to make sure you don't do anything on race day that you haven't tried during training before. You know, when you're doing those long runs or any races like that, shorter races, it's a fantastic opportunity to make sure that you practice your hydration and nutrition strategies. Pre-race, you need to be thinking about making sure that you get your energy up to top, so that's eating lots of carbohydrates, making sure that you've got lots of starchy foods, and then nearer the race you want a bit more sugar, so jelly babies, things like that, whatever really works for you. The amount of water that you should drink sort of depends, and again it's something that's worth testing, so you have to make a balance between making sure that you're well hydrated but then also making sure that you don't miss the start line because you're in the toilet. So I suggest that you drink sort of about a cup maybe of water in the half hour before the race, and again make sure that you're hydrated before the actual day. The ideal breakfast that you'd want before the day, again, is something that you need to make sure that it's something that you're used to. So porridge is a really good one with some raisins, handful of raisins in, because it gives you the slow release of energy. The other things that you could do, or you could have like a fruit smoothie, but again put some porridge oats in it, maybe some honey, just to make sure that your energy levels are topped up. The week before the event then, you're going to start to reduce your training, and as you do that, what you need to do is you start thinking about carb loading. Pasta is a really good thing to start including in your diet, and just making sure that you're topping up your energy levels ready to go on the day. One of the big things that you find in endurance running is that it requires a lot of iron. So women have a higher requirement for iron than men, and vegetarians might find this particularly difficult. So if you notice that you're getting really tired and it doesn't seem to be proportional to the amount of training that you're doing, then do make sure that you go to the doctors to get your iron levels checked. Make sure that you have food that's got lots of vitamin C in it when you're having iron-rich food. Things like bran flakes, which are really high in iron, or cereals or bread or things like that, are very rich in the types of iron that you want. So if you make sure that you have some vitamin C in the form of fruit juice or something like that at the same time, you can actually increase the absorption. After the race, you need to think about hydration and carbohydrates again, so making sure that and also protein, making sure that your muscles are recovered, ready for the next day. So one of the best things that you can do is actually drink some chocolate milk, because it gives all the protein that you need and the carbohydrates, but also rehydrates you. At Southampton Solent University, we offer nutrition consultation and also physiological testing, so if you want to get your VO2 max tested or lactate testing done, then we can do that for you. And finally, good luck to everybody from Southampton Solent University staff and students who are taking part in the run.